So it's Lenny here, and now I want to find out how wing load and takeoff weight actually impacts your Parakite flight and how much of a difference that really makes. So, welcome to this Parakite experiment. To make that possible, I have this weighted vest loaded with 20 kilo right now, and with the help of that, I'll compare different flight characteristics with my normal weight and with 20 kilogram added. On this, we'll go in different categories. First, I'll do a normal glide down with hands in best glide position. Then, I'll go with full hands up. Then, for sure, the ability to soar and keep lift. And next, checking the behavior of flying curves. And then having a look at how the stall point changes and if top landings get any easier or harder. And then go for a conclusion if it's worth it going for a diet or not. So the glider is the 16-meter Vril Wings Raptor. And my normal weight is around 80 kilo. Haven't been on a scale for too long. Plus the added 20 kilogram then. We'll have a wing load of 6.25 with 5. The wind coming up this around 30-meter high reach is about 15 to 20 knots today. To get some more points to compare, I'll use a Paraglide tracking app. And so we can get some more information about distance, speed, and sink rate. Sure, this is just an app and these data can't be taken for granted. But anyways, let's go. First of all, I'll need to get this thing on. Wearing this is already gonna make everything harder. I'm a bit nervous and curious to fly that heavy now. So, jumping straight into the first category, hands in optimum glide position. We have the video of the normal and the weighted glide 101. And here you already see that the weighted one is having a higher sink rate. With my normal takeoff weight, we had a max speed of 26.3 kilometers per hour and an average speed 20.8. And then with the vest, we went faster. It was 36.8 kilometers per hour max speed and an average speed of 26.8 kilometers. Up to the next category, hands fully up, at least for the moment. Taking the data from the paragliding app, here we had a max speed for the normal weight of 48.1 kilometers per hour and an average speed of 25.1. For the vest, with 20 kilo plus, we had a max speed of 47.7 kilometers per hour and an average speed of 31.4. Max sink rate from the normal glide was 6 meters per second and the max sink rate with the weighted vest was 7.4. Interesting there is that every flight was around 150 meters long. So point of these first two categories, difference between the weighted and the non-weighted flight is surely higher when going in optimum glide. And when going hands fully up, the difference is not that huge anymore. So up next, the most obvious category, lift and soaring. And no doubt here, I had an easy time flying around, gaining height with my normal takeoff weight, but with the 20 kilo plus added, I had a really hard time trying not to lose lift. Coming to the curves, mass inertia really comes to play here. I couldn't swing that high next to the wing while flying the curve. And also, it takes force to change the mass's direction. And this is clearly visible here that the turns with the vest on are way wider. Checking the stall point, it felt kind of the same, but going for top landings felt a bit easier, being heavier as I didn't have to go that deep in the brakes, and the sink felt a bit smoother and not that abruptly. So, coming to a conclusion, if you want to change something in your flight, going for a diet or some mass gaining is absolutely worth it because the impact is huge. This experiment blew my mind. The enormous difference, which is probably even more feelable than visible, is absolutely unbelievable. It really gives the impression of having two different kites in your hands and harness. So it's absolutely not uncommon that you have a smaller pilot of maybe 70 kilogram and a bigger pilot of maybe 90 kilogram on the flying side. And in the same wind and in the same Parakite size, but with two different takeoff weights, you don't get the same lift, the same speed, or same sink rate, and you can't even fly the same curves or lines. So take your wing load into mind when you buy a glider and don't get frustrated if you can't follow or copy someone's flying style, because everyone is having naturally different takeoff weights, and that's fine. Subscribe for more kite stuff and see you on the next one. Cheers!